iOS 27 seems pretty boring at first glance, but now that the internet has had some time with the developer betas, there are actually a surprising amount of really cool and pretty sleek hidden features. Let me show off like the 27 coolest new features of iOS 27, and also give a big thanks to Monarch for sponsoring this video. All right, so very first hidden feature you should know about, maybe the most exciting of this video, is that you can actually get iOS 27 right now totally for free. Back in the days of the early iOS developer program, you had to pay $100 to get the developer betas and sync it with iTunes. It was a whole thing. These days, it's totally free. You can do it right from your phone, no computer required, and you can do it and have fun. You just kind of have to know some of the caveats that usually it could break app compatibility, could lead to sluggishness, poor battery life, etc. Though I should say that not only has this iOS 27 dev betas so far both been pretty stable, but some are saying that battery life is actually better, and also performance is actually better on the developer beta of iOS 27 than what's been the case on iOS 26. So don't take just my word for it. You can try it for yourself and report back. But a lot of people are saying that this is very stable, and it might just be the year to jump in and try this stuff out early, especially given all the new stuff packed inside. Which of course leads us to the goodies. Now, Apple talked about a lot of kind of abstract examples in the keynote, and now that people have actually had their chance to use these, they are saying that a lot of these are tangible and noticeably better. For example, AirDrop, especially with large video transfers, used to take forever, but now real-world demos say that, yeah, AirDrop transfers actually happen way faster on iOS 27. The same goes for liquid glass. Apple obviously talked about this a lot in the keynote. You can have it more liquid glass or more frosted and less liquid glass, but a lot of people are saying that now that there's that slider, we can kind of get our best look yet at what a true liquid glass iOS 27 looks like, and it looks really good. And if you don't like it, you can obviously change that and customize it to whatever you want. Lock screen and home screen are mainly the same, though a couple of small visual tweaks you will notice. Notifications now actually pop in from the left now, so a little bit of a visual change there. You also now have kind of a fix where the time will actually kind of compact down on the lock screen when you get some incoming notifications. This didn't happen before, and now you also do have the ability to have larger widgets on the iOS home screen as well, which this and many other things seem to blatantly point to a folding iPhone coming soon. You not only have the larger widgets, but of course you have the fact that now when you screen mirror, you can like dynamically adjust more vertically or horizontally, so you can easily see how an app might transform on an iPhone Ultra, the folding phone coming later this year. Plus, a lot of Apple's own apps that never supported landscape mode now also do support landscape mode now, so you kind of have better use of that experience. I really do hope that we see the return of the mythical, magical landscape iOS home screen from a couple of versions ago. Nothing on that just yet, but a lot of apps are supporting landscape, so fingers crossed, maybe that makes its return later on in a different developer beta. Like rumor suggested, there now is a slightly refined AirPods kind of control menu that gives you easier access to some of the new stuff like EQ, and very slightly tweaked over the last version. Also now, if you missed it, you can create your own wallet pass. Basically, all you need is the QR code. So if you've got a gym membership or a concert ticket or something that doesn't support wallet, you don't have to download a third-party app. You can make your own pass, which is very cool. And then also on the kind of quality of life thing, if you ever need to recover your phone, which hopefully you don't have to, Apple has now kind of built in a macOS style recovery mode into the iPhone itself. So now you actually have some options and some things you can do besides just having to hook up to a computer and go more advanced that route or do a total wipe and reset. You do have some more options. Now, something Apple didn't talk about at all during the keynote was an all-new version of CarPlay. They did go into depth on this in later sessions, and this is actually really cool, and people are sleeping on the announcement here. Not only, of course, is CarPlay getting better. If you have a car with CarPlay, you can do more things, apps got refined, etc., but a couple of notable improvements. One of them now is apps will actually be able to have video support when parked, so you'll be able to actually like watch videos over the CarPlay interface, wired or wireless, with your car. Also, AirPlay support is coming to CarPlay, so you'll be able to cast things on your car screen wirelessly, no extra hardware required, just through your phone and the CarPlay OS. And then also, if you have a vehicle that uses its own mapping system that kind of conflicts with maybe the Waze or Google Maps or Apple Maps that is shown on CarPlay, Apple actually has a fix just for this, a specific kind of route sharing feature that uses kind of some syncing methods to put these in sync so there no longer is a conflict. A big obvious example of this one, the rumor right now, is that when Tesla finally rolls out CarPlay on their vehicles, there wouldn't be a conflict between the built-in full self-driving system that relies on the built-in navigation system versus like what a Waze or CarPlay, Apple Maps would show you. That was always one of the big issues, is that those two would be in conflict, but apparently, according to Bloomberg, Apple and Tesla worked together behind the scenes to fix this, and now it is out for everybody in iOS 27. Now, I should say that as great as iOS 27 is, and as nice as it is to see those improvements, not everything is perfect. There is still a lot kind of lacking in kind of the consolidation department of transactions, even if you have the fancy schmancy metal Apple Card, which is why personally I love and use this video sponsor Monarch, as it breaks everything down into one streamlined interface in one app, one dashboard. And as you can obviously see, the app itself is downright beautiful, but what I love about Monarch and appreciate is it's both the beauty and the brains. Accessible on mobile, on desktop, wherever you are, but also there's a lot of smarts happening behind the scenes as well, automatically bringing in all your accounts, all your transactions, categorizing things for you. Instead of 5 billion notifications, different Excel spreadsheets and things like that, you've got everything you need in one place and in one app, calmly and easily showing you exactly what you need to know. Also, in addition to that, a built-in kind of AI smart financial guru that is here to help you along with your journey and answer any questions you've got in simple layman's terms, no finance degree required. So if you guys want to learn more and jump in for yourself today, you can get started with a totally free trial just by clicking the link right down below, or you can scan the QR code right on screen. And when you sign up, go through our special link and use the code TAC50, and that'll give you 50% off your first year of total money clarity. So simple, so easy. Jump in and try Monarch for yourself today. Again, just by clicking the link right down below or scanning that QR code right on screen, and use our code TAC50 for extra special savings. Now, of course, one of the things that Apple went over and over and over again with in the WWDC keynote was the new Siri, and the good news of it all is that Siri does actually seem significantly better. Now, not all of the features are there, it's not fully baked, and one of the biggest things that Apple doesn't tell you is that even if you get the developer beta and you get it installed, there still is an extra wait list for a lot of features, including the new Siri. So that's gonna take some time, and then even if you get accepted, then the phone has to index everything, which we've heard can take sometimes at least a week, if not more. Some people are still waiting who got it on day one, so there are some caveats, but the overall system is very refined. The new kind of effects with the dynamic island look really sleek. Siri itself seems to be way more capable. It can do multiple tasks, it can have follow-up conversations, and it can also grab a bunch of your personal info, though one of the caveats here that, again, you might not think about is that in order for Siri to get a lot of this stuff, your emails, your finances, if they're in emails and things like that, you've got to be logged into your accounts in the built-in Apple stuff. Other small tweaks that the internet has discovered include the ability to actually swipe down from the dynamic island, a slightly refined weather app. It's a little bit different here and a little bit tweaked on iOS 27. And then on the image generation side, well, we're still kind of waiting to see what Image Playground could be and if that's gonna really be any better. There have been many demos of the new kind of smart reframe feature, the ability to kind of like generation fill, expand out with AI an existing image or reframe things. We've seen a lot of pretty sleek demos of that, and that actually does seem to work pretty well. And again, this is an early developer beta, so hopefully things only kind of get better from here. And then also, if you're in a FaceTime call, you now have the ability to actually draw on a FaceTime call with other people, which could be kind of cool. And then also, if you've got one of the newer iPhones, remember, you might have forgotten about that dual capture feature where you can basically record the selfie camera and the rear camera at the same time. Well, now Apple's actually bringing that to FaceTime as well, as long as you've got a supported phone, where you can actually broadcast both your selfie view and your rear camera view from your side of the FaceTime call, so the person on the other end can actually see both sides of the action. Overall, a lot of cool refinements here. This definitely seems to be a lot more exciting entertaining than the keynote kind of originally intended it kind of to be. It seemed a little boring, but now things are looking better, and the internet will continue to hopefully find some more cool things. And as the developer betas continue on, as we find new things, I'll let you guys know. But as of now, a lot of cool tweaks and things found, and hopefully more coming soon. So curious to know your thoughts. Have you gotten the beta? Yes or no? Have you discovered any little Easter eggs, any issues, any fixes, anything you've been excited about? Drop a comment down below. Let me know. Thanks guys as always for watching. Appreciate you all. I'm Robert Rosenfeld from TAC, and I'll see you guys in the next one.